Hello there. Here's a quick 5-minute review of Hector and the Search for Happiness, which is a book that my wife and I picked up before she went over to Mongolia to visit her family. It's a wonderful book. The basic premise is that a psychiatrist goes on a search around the world to find the secrets to happiness. He's running into some problems in his office and in his daily work and in his own professional, personal life. So he's trying to find some answers, goes on an exploration, and finds some really cool answers. It's been an international bestseller, over 2 million copies sold. It's going to be a movie soon. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I look forward to seeing it. And it was a really good book. So I wanted to share with you a couple of the lessons that Hector learns throughout the book. And they're not really spoilers because they're pretty broad, they're not too specific about his journey. But he takes the time during his trip to think about all the lessons about happiness that he's learned along the way. So here are his 22 lessons that he shares that I think are a wonderful way to start the year, a good reminder about happiness. And it's something that I'd like to do myself this year. My theme for last year was simplicity and simplifying my life. My theme for this year, I want to be happiness, actually. So I'm going to be taking time to think about my own lessons, things that I'm learning about happiness, and focusing my life in that direction this coming year. So here's Hector in the search for happiness and some of the lessons that he learned about happiness along the way. Lesson 1 is making comparisons can spoil your happiness. Lesson 2, happiness often comes when least expected. Lesson 3, many people see happiness only in their future. Lesson number 4, many people think that happiness comes from having more power or more money. Lesson 5, sometimes happiness is not knowing the whole story. Lesson 6, happiness is a long walk in beautiful, unfamiliar mountains. Lesson 7. It's a mistake to think that happiness is the goal. Lesson 8. Happiness is being with the people you love. Lesson 8b. Unhappiness is being separated from the people you love. Lesson 9. Happiness is knowing your family lacks for nothing. Lesson 10. Happiness is doing a job you love. Lesson 11. Happiness is having a home and a garden of your own. Lesson 12. It's harder to be happy in a country run by bad people. Lesson 13. Happiness is feeling useful to others. Lesson 14. Happiness is to be loved for exactly who you are. Lesson 15. Happiness comes when you feel truly alive. Lesson 16. Happiness is knowing how to celebrate. Lesson 17. Happiness is caring about the happiness of those you love. Lesson 19. The sun and the sea make everyone happy. Oh, I skipped 18. He finds a different lesson 18 later. Happiness lesson 18. Happiness is not attaching too much importance to what other people think. I really like that one a lot. Now there's 2 more that he finds later on that I want to add in here too. I think are really important. Lesson 20. Happiness is a certain way of seeing things. Lesson 21. Rivalry poisons happiness. And then lesson 23 he shares as a question. He says, happiness means making sure that those around you are happy, which I think is really good. And let's say 24, take time to observe the beauty of the world. He continues to go on, and that's what's kind of fun about the idea behind the book is that you yourself can continue to learn lessons about happiness and share some of the things that you're going through and the larger lessons that you're learning. It's a great book. Definitely check it out. It's an easy read. You could probably get through it all at once if you really wanted to, in one sitting. It took me a couple weeks because I just enjoyed it, reading it at nighttime. Check it out, Hector in the Search for Happiness, and hope you have a wonderful year. I look forward to enjoying it with you. See you soon.